Hello, dear Brisbane families and students. I miss you so much. I hope you guys are doing fine. And thank you for saving the world by staying at home. I'm making this video for the families who are supporting our students at home. We wanted to make this video so we can teach you some strategies that we use in math. The idea with this video is that you can learn how we work at home so you can help your kids at home. Because when we were growing up, we probably didn't learn these strategies. Also, our kindergartners are going from a very concrete stage of development where they need to touch and see things in order to count them and operate with them mathematically, to a more abstract way of working, where they don't see the objects, but they need to do mental operations. They need to play with the numbers in their heads. So that is why it's important to have these strategies and at least know some of them. I want to tell you before I get started a little bit more about our curriculum. It's called Eureka Math. Our curriculum is based in the best practices and national trends in math education, and is used across the district in several schools and across the nation too. I want to tell you that when we're in school, in normal conditions, we have math every day for 1 hour. In that hour, we cover 4 different aspects, 4 different parts. Today, I'm going to focus on the first one, which is called fluency, but I want to mention all of them. Fluency is the first part of our class. It's like the mental warm-up. It's very fun, very fast-paced, and it's very engaging. It helps us to get our brain ready for what happens next, which is the application problem. The application problem is where we get ready through the resolution of a problem for the third part. The third part, which is the concept development, is where we learn something new that day. To then move on to the last part, which is the application, the problem set. The problem set is where we can apply what we learned during the concept development. That being said, I'm gonna move on to the first part, the fluency, and I wanna teach you an activity that we do with the students, and they love it. These are my cards. These dotted cards, they have different dots in different distribution. I just needed index cards or any paper and my marker. That's it. The idea is you're gonna draw dots. You can start with 1 and you can go up to 10, or you can even do more than 10. You can repeat numbers, like in this case, I had the number 4 twice in different distributions. So you can do that. And I'm gonna play with you like if you were my student, okay? This is what you're gonna do. Before I get started, I wanna tell you that the idea is that they don't have time to count one by one. The idea is they're gonna start training their brain. We've been doing this already in school. They're very good at this. We're gonna start training our brain to really quickly read how many dots are there without having to go one by one. That's why you need to show the card and just put it back down very quickly. If you have a more complex card like this one, you want to show it for a little longer, but not too much that they have time to go one by one. Okay, let's get started. Are you ready to play with me? We're gonna play cards. So remember the rules. I'm gonna show you the card real quick. I'm gonna put it back down. You're gonna show me your thumb up when you know how many dots are there. Then I'm gonna ask you, how do you see those dots? All right? And then we're gonna try to put that in paper. Get ready. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. That was easy. I see your thumb is up. Please tell me, how many dots did you see? Did you say 4? That's correct. You did a great job counting in your head. Let's practice together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 4 dots. Hey, can you tell me, how do you see 4? That's awesome. What you're saying is that you see 2 on one side and 2 on the other side? Whoa! Let's try to put that in paper. Do you wanna do that? I'm gonna use my card. I'm gonna use this. And I'm gonna write what you said. You can write it too if you feel like you can do it. That's the goal. You said 2 plus 2 on the other side equals 4. Is that what you said? All right, let's see. Another student can tell you that they see it, another kid can tell you that they see it as a square. That's a good thing too, because you can then remind them of the shapes that we saw, and you can talk about corners, sides, and shapes. In this case, they can also tell you different ways of decomposing that number. They can tell you 1 at the bottom, 1 next to the 1 at the bottom, then another one on top, and another one on top. In that case, I would say to my student, oh, so you're saying that you see, what you're saying is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4? You can either help them write the equation or you can let them do it themselves. Remember that if your kid does not remember how to write the numbers, you can always use a little number line. I make mine and try to change the colors. I don't know if you see here, because I want my students to recognize the first 5. The way they use this number line is that they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or the number they need, and they can see it and they can write it. Also remember that when the kids write the numbers backwards, that's fine. It's completely normal at this age. Well, sometimes I can also use my number bond, which is another form of representation. So if my student told me that they saw the card with 2 dots on one side and 2 dots on the other side, I would say, hey, can you help me represent this on my number bond? The students know that the larger, the circle on top, the one that has like 2 legs or 2 arms, is like the head, is the total. I always use this body language to talk about the total. So which number would we put in the total? Of course, the number 4, because that's as many dots as we have in the card. What would we put in the part? What's one part? You told me 2 on what side, right? What do you think we would have to put here? That's correct, the number 2. And then you said 2 more. So we're going to put another number 2. And that's how we use these strategies in math. So today I taught you the number cards that you can make into equations or into number bonds. And I also talked about the number line that is going to help your students, your kids, to write their numbers correctly. I hope you found this information functional for you and valuable for you. And thank you so much for being there. Keep staying safe, and we'll talk soon.